given the response of Barbie, I knew if we put out icons, number one, we'd remain top of mind. Now, everyone knows Airbnb, but like our competitors spend $4 or $5 billion a year on like performance marketing to stay top of mind. And we start brainstorming. The team came up with like hundreds of ideas. And then we also had inbound companies and people reaching out to us. And, you know, probably my favorite concept that the team came up with was the Up House. And the Up House was one of my favorite movies. And I said, if we're going to build this Up House, you better make sure like it is down to the last detail, because people have been to Disneyland and their expectation is that it's done to the level of Disneyland craft, and it can't look like a Disneyland knockoff. You know, you open the mailbox and there's brochures and they're graphic designed. It's that level of detail. So we do that. We design this house. It takes like 100 people to do. We assemble like fabricators, like prop designers. We had to assemble like a team of 100 people to build this house. Then I have this thought. I said, wait a second. I know we're going to build a house, but if it doesn't go in the sky, it's not really the Up House. And the problem is most houses aren't constructed to be lifted in the air.
No, they're supported by the ground, right?
And so if you lift a house, it collapses. There's no structural integrity. So we ended up working with structural like engineers to figure out how can you construct a house that's 40,000 pounds. Okay, 40,000 pounds. That can be lifted 50 feet in the air, 50 feet, 5 stories in the air, and above it will have 8,000 balloons. Now, you can't be helium balloons. Obviously, the physics doesn't actually work out that you need like the biggest helium balloons in the world, and if they deflate, you like fall to your death, so you can't do that. So we ended up creating a steel structure. And then we found the biggest crane in the world, or one of the biggest cranes in the world. And these cranes are basically used for windmills, those like wind farms. And we had to work with like safety experts to figure out like how the house doesn't rock. And we had to work with meteorologists because it turns out about 11 miles an hour is the amount of wind that house can withstand before the rocking becomes dangerous and the props basically just dismantle. We found land in New Mexico where they filmed Oppenheimer, and that's basically, it kind of looks a little like Venezuela, so where the film takes place. And so that's just one of the icons. So anyways, long story short, we do this for like 11 of them. So it turned out that by building this platform for icons, it kept us top of mind. It allowed us to reach all these segments, and it became a gateway to people thinking about Airbnb, not just for stays, but experiences. And that allows us to pave the way for the next few years.